fruit were ripe, maybe didn't have the right acidity or whatever, but they were like beautifully ripe, you know, physiologically ripe. The stems were ripe, the seed, the skin, I mean, they were like ripe.
At the 11th hour, so a lucky vintage?
But then lucky, because everything really happened at the very end. And so what you will get in the wines is this exactly what we got in the grapes. This softness,
lovely ripeness,
lovely ripeness, very
fruity
soft,
and forward,
fruity, with some good tannins. And 2012 is the vintage of the hills. You have like this good concentration, because sometimes the hill suffer a bit from drought in July, August, but then at that time they had rain, so they continued to ripe and then they had full ripeness by the end of September.
It was the growing season was tough because we had a lot of pressure from disease and we had to work hard in the vineyards. But then, when we managed everything, the vintage was quite easy actually. It was easy to do wines.
2012, and you can go around and see with other winemakers, is quite a surprise because, as Alain said, we had a very tough year in the spring in the vines. Mm. But finally, when we did the vintage, it was like a surprise. We said, yeah, it's really good.
Yes,
really good, really fruity in the winery during the vinification process. It was, wow, it's really good.
And moreover, we had the size of the crop is quite, let's say, normal. It's not a big one, but not a small one either. And we had, as I told you, vintage was very, very easy because we had nothing to sort. Everything, the fruit were. After this very difficult growing season, we had to do a lot of work in the vineyard, and then waiting until, let's say, mid-September, we could pick in very good condition, and we had nothing to get rid of. All the grapes were nice and clean, and so we could put everything, and you can see that it's very fresh and very, very pure aroma.
So confident there will be a
yes,
cuvée Laguerre.
Yes, there will be, and there might be a lot. There might.
Because
we'll drink to that.
It's not only a very good vintage in terms of quality, but on the contrary of the rest of France, 2012 was we had a lot of quantity here in the northern Rhône.
Oh.